Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another PKAT adventure. You might be able to hear it already, but today's adventure, Scottish Highland Games. We're in the City of Dunedin, and it's the first weekend in April, which is when the Dunedin Highland Games are. If you've never been to a Highland game, it is a quite unique experience. All the Scottish heritage comes out, and you have everything from solo drumming, solo piping. You have different levels of pipe bands that play, from beginners to world class. You have Highland Dancing, Highland Athletics, where you have the caber tossing and stone tossing and hammer tossing. Clan villages, where all of the clans participate and have history of where they were in Scotland, how they were founded, and a lot of vendors and food. So let's take a wander around and see what we got going on here.
First up is a tenor drummer, who is the drummer in the center, doing a solo with a snare drummer and a piper as accompaniment.
We just came inside the Dunedin Community Center. We're going to take a quick look on stage and look at some Highland dancing.
Alright, so right here, don't let this fool you with some of the dancers doing different routines. There are so many competitors for individual dancing that there's no way to watch them one-on-one. So they come out in groups, and the judges will judge each individually on their performance, not that they're dancing the same way together.
Alright, we're going to take a quick walk through food and vendor area. If you go to a Highland Games, you got to have a Scotch egg, which is a hard-boiled egg wrapped in sausage and then deep fried. Delicious.
Alright, so we're in the food area. As you can see, a lot of little stands. They have everything from turkey legs to sausages, Scotch eggs, fish and chips, the ever-popular haggis. Special note, not really, very acquired taste. Vendor area, a lot of different Celtic and Scottish type of merchandise. You can see here, hand-rolled cigars, and I'm thinking the licorice guy had licorice. It's actually really good. Celtic silver jewelry. You can actually get your own reed pipes and music and CDs. Here are where all the tartans are from the different clans. You can get kilts, pins, everything to make a Scottish ensemble. And there are some Celtic handbags. And you have the main beer tent, which is also where there is a stage for live music. And you will have different bands performing throughout the day and night. Also, generally the winning pipe bands for each class come and play their winning set in the beer tent at the end of the day.
Another pro tip at Highland festivals, all of the alcohol is by tokens. So get here early, buy all your tokens at the beginning of the day, at least what you think you'll need, and then you'll be able to drink all day long and not have to stand in super long lines to buy tokens later in the day. Because, trust me, it's a Scottish Highland game. The beer lines get super long. Plan ahead, drink early. Give you a little behind the scenes, because Melinda is actually volunteering to pour beer at one of our portables this morning, so you can take a quick look at the different brews that we have set up.
So have you been taste testing?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit?
I have to make my recommendations.
That's right.
So this one's pretty good. This is good for the games. It's most popular in probably today.
So Dunedin is also known for its multitude of craft brews. There are tons of breweries that are all over Dunedin. So it's a really good kind of brew hopping if you want to taste custom brews. So today at the Highland Games, although you're going to have your standard Bud Light, most of the alcohol will be from the craft breweries.
So the field we're looking at now is a demonstration field where they can do some athletics. You can see there's a beer keg and the tabers sitting over on the field. There is a double white circle painted in the middle of the field. That's for your pipe bands. So your pipe band will enter from the back where there's a solid white line and march into the circle, circle up and play the music with the judges standing outside the second circle. This particular Highland Games also has a 5K. Oh my goodness, there's a running banana. There you go, a man in a kilt.
You have here a solo piper performing what sounds like a very slow piece. It is, but in actuality, that is what makes this type of solo even harder, because the piper has to maintain the same pitch and tone throughout all of the long-held notes. Not only am I here trying to get some film to show you guys what it's like at a Scottish Highland game, I'm actually a member of the Dunedin Pipe Band Grade 4. So at some point I will have to relinquish my videoing duties and actually participate in opening ceremonies, the Grade 4 band competition, and closing ceremonies. So we're going to take a walk now down the Clan Village walkway, so to speak, and take a look at the different clans that are here. Welcome to Clan Alley. This is where all the different Scottish clans that are attending the festival set up their tents. Visitors are welcome to come take a look at the history. Many of them also have information to be able to research to see if you're part of the clan. Usually you can join a clan for $25-30 a year to get clan news, and you're always welcome to stop by and have a wee dram of scotch. So the athletics are about to start. If you haven't been to a Scottish athletic game, it's definitely interesting. A lot of what they do is based on, history, what their ancestors did. When England did have control of Scotland back in that time and really were oppressing them, they forbid them from training with weapons and hoping to dissuade any kind of resistance. So the Scots trained in non-conventional ways. You have the stone throwing. You have basically hay barrels or bags of hay or meal that they would toss up over their heads. You have the caber toss, which is basically throwing a tree trunk, and different methods using materials from the land to train and build up their upper body strength. So we'll be able to catch some of that today.
my impressions were something
And then we get to secure.
Basically,
Okay, guys, I'm over here by the tree.
There we go.
Hit 47 feet right now. Stepping in is Kyle.
And now the highlight of the day for athletics, the caber toss. Right now, there's a veteran instructing novices on proper technique, and this will be the first time that they try to toss the caber. Let's take a look and see how they do, and we'll also see some of the veterans with the much larger cabers attempt to flip it.
He almost lost his arm.
Not easy.
He's going to try and pick that up quick. The faster he goes, the better it's going to be for him. Oh, nice.
Come on, go! Yeah! Woo! Perfect. Come on.
Ricky Bobby's got the
Come on, you
redneck view of kicking.
Come on. You got it! Woo! Yes! Come on. That's nice. Come on! Yay!
And now for a sample of the pipe bands. Novices starting grade 5 all the way up to veterans in grade 1. Make sure you watch to the end to see closing ceremonies and see who won. Closing ceremonies are when all of the competing pipe bands march out onto the field in different groups, perform as one mass ensemble, and then awards are presented for individual performances and pipe bands. The winning pipe bands play off the field individually and then have the option to go play an encore performance in the beer tent. Let's see who won.
First place, grade 5 competition, the City of St. Augustine. Grade 4, the best drum corps, the City of Dunedin. Pipe band competition, third place, Dunedin High School. Second place, the Atlanta Pipe Band. First place goes to the City of Dunedin.
Woohoo! The taste of sweet victory! A beer tent encore! Well, I hope everyone enjoyed today's adventure at a Scottish Highland Games. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification button so you're notified when new videos drop. See you next time on the Scenic Route.